Good afternoon. Give me a second to find and share the feed. I'm going to be doing some different cards today, so I'm really excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of an astrological energy report, and then I'll go ahead and do cards. So go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. We've had a lot go on astrologically last month, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a report of what to expect for this month. I had a pretty amazing weekend. I did do a live feed with my friend Alexis this weekend. I did post it on this page. If you guys missed it, I would really check it out. It was pretty good. I have a live global meditation I'm going to be doing tomorrow instead of my regular feed, and it's going to be pretty amazing too, so I'm really looking forward to that. Make sure you guys are sharing this feed out. I'm doing the same. Facebook has been censoring my content for a while, so I really need those shares. I give away a third eye activation off of every video, so if you're not catching me live, it's cool. You can still go ahead and try to do it, because I don't find the person until the next day. Like one more share, give me a sec. So share this feed out, drop your name. I'm going to go ahead, I got these new cards. I'm going to do these mermaid dolphin cards today, and I'm really excited about it. So drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm about to get started. I'm always blocked to my own little areas anyway, so I can only share in my own spaces. Alright, like I said, it's pretty amazing energy. This is our week that we should be resting though. We go through these regular energy kind of cycles, and I've gotten really adept at handling these energy storms and shifts and using them you know, for better potential in resting up and being prepared for the storms that are coming. So I like to say this is our week of rest. You guys should be using this week to sleep more, to meditate more, and you guys should be eating really high vibe food. So what this week looks like is we have a challenge between Jupiter and Saturn, and we know that Saturn acts as a teacher planet and Jupiter is about luck. So we've had this amazing stretch of luck up until this week. It's not really a good time to be, you know, making changes that you might need luck for. We have a Venus opposition to Uranus, and that might be shining a light on your relationship. It might be making you feel iffy or hesitant about your current relationship. If you are in a toxic relationship of any kind, that is a sign that it is time for your soul to kind of progress forward on its path. While we learn with people, we tend to outgrow them on this journey. So if your relationship is in any way toxic or making you feel bad or feeding you unhealthy energies, it's really time to take a look at your love life right now. So many people hang on to these relationships out of this fear that they won't find someone better, or this is as good as it gets, and those unhealthy relationships are keeping us stopped on our spiritual path. If people would just let go, they would come back into oneness and into their real love that they have waiting for them. Let's see, we have Pluto is having a huge influence on this planet, and it's all about secrets and repression. So what this last month looked like was, I like to say it was like a nuclear blast went off on our planet with those eclipses. That energy is going to last like 6 to 12 months. It was a huge energetic reset for the planet, and a lot of people were feeling those energies combined with all that water, which is very emotional. So we just had a very emotional last month with a lot of purging, and we have shifted into that Virgo element now, which is all about healing and protection and service, and that's what our our next new moon will be in with this next energy storm. It is one of healing and one of service, and it's a very logical, organized sign. So we were just kind of all over the place energetically, and the goal now is to come back into balance and to get more organized in your life. We have a lot of planets have been in retrograde. They say that August is eclipse season and retrograde month. So we have Saturn is about to go direct on Thursday. And when it does that, it may be shining a light on your past. A lot of you guys are having these memories come back. And this is a journey about expanding our perception. So many people have been through maybe negative experiences or real hard lessons, and they have let those lessons become them. These are just lessons and experiences to shape you into who you are now. So if you had things happen in the past, it's time to let these things go now. It's too heavy carrying this baggage around with us. It's really time that we heal and become whole again. And we have to let go of our past lessons. We need to let go of the people that we're holding on to, that we learned within these past lessons too. It's very important. We're making this ascension, and we're going through a planetary ascension. So I have to remind my boyfriend that when he says he's having a hard time with the energy, I have to say, you know, the whole planet is too, right? You're not the only one who is feeling ascension symptoms right now. A lot of people are having headaches, body aches. It could be nausea. You could just be tired, you know, just feeling the energy deeply. These are DNA activation ascension symptoms. So people are really feeling these ascension symptoms, which is really just upgrade, you know, DNA activation symptoms. This whole planet is being recoded with these energies. So as these cosmic and galactic energies are coming and hitting the planet, they're purifying us on every level, but they're also repairing our DNA and activating it in every capacity. I have to say that when we were at a low frequency, a lot of people did not have the same spiritual gifts they have now. And while you may have had the clairs and been psychic or had some spiritual gifts, they were very much dormant while we were at that low frequency. And so as the earth is raising up in frequency, we're tuning in better and better to ourselves, the universe, and our abilities. And humanity is headed towards very high frequencies, and our bodies are changing rapidly, and the things that we conceive that we're able to do are going to change equally as fast. So humanity is going to be able to do some amazing things. I had to say that you can see it in television and the movies coming out. They have a lot of artificial intelligence movies coming out, but they also have a lot of movies about people with psychic abilities that can teleport and, you know, telekinesis and things like that. They're really getting humanity ready for these things. I have to say, of all of the lies that the government has helped cover up, what is happening with the planet might be the ultimate one, right? They are aware that there's this thing going on, this planetary ascension, and they are sure as hell not disclosing it. They're keeping it hidden with their systems and things like that. But there are very, very real changes that are coming into play on this planet. And I know a lot of you guys have been on this spiritual path for a while. Everyone is on the spiritual path. These are all spiritual lessons. And I know that a lot of you guys have been detoxing and purifying and meditating and eating better foods and doing what you need to do. And it can feel like we're not really making a change, or things might be looking the same in your life. We are getting ready for some amazing things that I doubt any of us could even comprehend. I know everyone likes to say, we know how this is going to play out, but we really don't. We have to let go of what we expect to be happening during these times. This energy this month is going to be pushing people to let go of that control tendency that you have with your own life. I just did a feed in my group earlier. Every video, I put the link down there. And so check out my Sparks to Divine Light healing groups. But I just did a video, and I was talking about this. We need to let go of control right now. For a very long time, I made my path very, very hard on myself because I was asleep and I did not understand what was going on in my own life with the lessons that I was on. And I wanted my life to be a certain way. I had this picture since I was a kid that this is what I was going to do with my life, and I was going to do this, this, and this. And the universe just clearly had bigger plans for me. And I made it very hard on myself in fighting the universe and struggling, because when we go against the flow and we don't go with the flow, we make it very very hard on ourselves. So for the type of people that are hanging on to these unhealthy situations, toxic people, you're going to make it very hard on yourself if the universe has to remove these people from your path. You're better off just taking an inventory of your life and letting go of anything that is bad for your soul, mainly the people that you're holding on to that are not good for your energy or your thoughts. So we have to let go of control. A lot of people still have their identity wrapped up in that person that they think they are, that ego role. A lot of people have not done this process and are still sleeping. And they are identifying with, what kind of cars they have, what kind of house they have, what kind of job they have, the things that they own. That is their identity. And this is a stripping away process, and those people are about to go through a rapid awakening fast while we've had a lot of time, and we're kind of the front runners of Ascension, and we're here, and we're grounded, and we're detoxed. A lot of humanity is not at that space right now, and we know that these are purge cycles, and the energy hitting the planet is going to be detoxing everyone on the planet. No one is exempt. There are those that are ascending on a negative path right now. This is a polarizing process. Every lesson, every relationship you ever had was to polarize you, either service yourself or service of others. And there are those that will be ascending with us, because we know that up until the sixth density that, the negative has just as much creative control as we do. So it doesn't matter if you're on a positive or negative path. You are making a planetary ascension right now, and it's really an upgrade of your entire body and a recoding of your DNA that's happening planetary wide. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. You guys need to be detoxing more. If you guys are having these ascension symptoms, those are detox symptoms. The aches, the pains, the headaches. It's very similar to coming off of drugs. If you were to look up like a drug withdrawal list, it's pretty much the same with the ascension symptoms. It's a detox process. If you're having bad ascension symptoms, or if you're taking the detox vitamins and you're purging a lot, that tells you that you have a lot more spiritual work to do. And if you're taking the vitamins and you're not really detoxing or purging a lot more, it tells you you're at a really good place spiritually. Everyone needs to be detoxing right now. We had an entire concoction of chemicals touching the planet right now. We have a very toxic situation going on with this planet. I had to touch base on, that's why we have the crop circles occurring in the United Kingdom, because it's much like the human body. It's the heart chakra of the earth, and just like our blood pumps out to our whole body from that area, same with the water. All of the water in the world comes from this region, and we have reached toxic levels just with the planet, the water, the earth, the soil, the air, along with, the elite poisoning people. So we did get exposure to a lot of toxins and a lot of metals, but we're also detoxing out a lifetime of emotions. Every emotion that you ever felt, you stored in your body, in your energy body. So a lot of that purging coming from these detox vitamins is actually stored emotions that we have to get out of our body. This is a purification process. It's the same process that they were teaching in ancient Egypt, which was about purifying yourself and coming back into ascension with that oneness. Drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm going to try to do some new mermaid dolphin cards, because everyone knows I love to play sometimes space girl, sometimes mermaid on my free time. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. But I've been feeling a need to take at least a salt bath a day, hopefully. I try to take at least one a day, and I'm spending like an hour in the bathtub a day. And I'm going to tell you, I was out in the Matrix at a party out in the Matrix Saturday night, and boy did I need that salt bath when I came back, especially for the people that are working 9-to-5 type jobs, or are in the Matrix a lot, or dealing with a lot of people. Make sure you guys are taking a lot of salt detox baths. Make sure you share this feed out too. I see Allie on here, and I'm so excited because she's always wanting me to go later in the day so that she can catch me on feed. It's awesome. Listen, I got to do my little rant here before I get started. I need video topic ideas. Hit my business page inbox. I just filled up my friend list on my personal page to capacity, and what I usually do is when I hit capacity, I go weed through my page and I purge out like 1,000 people I don't know or talk to, and I make space for new people to do something different this time, and I'm just going to have people follow my page that want to add it, because it is a public page. I have it that way so people can share all my posts. So my whole page is public anyway. I put the link below. Make sure that you guys follow my page too, or like this business page. I went down my video list this weekend, and so many people watch this video regularly and leave the comments, because it gives me a list of who hasn't liked the page. And I'm really shocked at the amount of people that watch these feeds all the time and haven't liked the page. So make sure you guys are liking the page. This is an amazing energy up until this storm, which should hit like Thursday, but we're having a lot of solar energies hit the planet too, depending on where you are, which I always like for working, but these energies are amazing for healing through the end of the month. You guys should be checking out my energy healing classes and activations and things like that if you guys like my feeds. It will really help you with this ascension process. Especially check out my DNA upgrades and activations, because that's what this process is. Ascension is turning on your DNA and reactivating you. So you can really speed up the process by doing energy work. It's how I use energy to help level up faster and ascend faster. Very important. You guys noticed a very big emphasis on self-love and self-care with that last storm. Really getting turned back to yourself. So the more that you go out in the matrix, the illusion, you're getting back towards yourself and spending time alone in whatever you're doing. So there was a big emphasis on self-care. This month it will be on self-healing. If you guys are having drama around you in your life, if you guys are having arguments, if you're having snap-outs where you can't handle the energy, if you're overtired, lethargic, for sure get some energy work. Allie, I love it. Yes, I'm so into aura photos. I always tell you I'm very scientific. I'm like a little science girl. I did go to school for a lot of science-related stuff. So I'm really into this stuff. I'm into things that we can document scientifically and recreate, and, you know, real results and things like that. We can see with these aura photos that not only are you guys activating people when you're posting them on your Facebook walls, which you are, but you can tell your energy is changing dramatically in just a single day with this process. It's pretty mind-blowing. You guys really need to ditch the meat. I have to say it. Ditch the meat. Ditch the pharmaceuticals. Ditch the toxic relationships, toxic family members, the jobs you don't like, the things that are weighing you down. Right now, people have a lot of clutter in their houses too. It's been like my main objective. A lot of clutter, things you're not using, things taking up space, and those are weighing down the frequency of your house, weighing down your frequency. So you really need to get rid of clutter in your house. Your house should be a reflection of your internal state. So for me, I'm always lighting a lot of sage and incense, and I like to keep where I'm living like kind of like a Tibetan kind of, you know, temple or something like that. Make sure that your house is reflecting your internal state too. Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the clothes that you're not wearing. We need to move the energy in these places. We're energy workers. It's what we do as light workers. So start with your house. Start with yourself. Clean the stuff out of your house. It's kind of time to spring clean the planet. While we're going through this purging, you may want to get rid of the things that you're not using because they're just weighing down your frequency being around them. Allie, blessed change, and they're gorgeous cards. Gorgeous cards. A major life change brings you great blessings. We're going through huge energetic shifts. We don't realize that we shift in and out of parallel realities all day long based on our vibrational frequencies, and a lot of times the universe has our lessons synced up with these space storms. I noticed that when I moved to California, I left during a full moon storm, and when I came to the United Kingdom, it was no different. It was during a really crazy energetic gateway space storm. So a lot of times when we go through these shifts, like we have one coming up Thursday, you'll make a shift dramatically in your life. A lot of times we're not noticing, but we're literally shifting to other realities all day long based on what we're trying to create, our thoughts and our frequency. Look at me, Allison. It felt like I wasn't getting anywhere and I was in the same place. And look how rapidly the universe really just moved me and changed my whole life in a minute. Once I was at a good place where I was healed enough that I could venture out into the unknown. I had to be fully healed with mastery over my mind like you wouldn't believe to even be able to attempt this insane journey I'm on. And you can see how fast, how many rapid shifts I'm making so fast. So for that period, it felt like I was just detoxing and doing this energy work and this healing work for like 3 years, and I wasn't getting anywhere. My life was looking the same. And in a minute, it's like the caterpillar and flying, turning into the butterfly. It was like, go fly out into the unknown, and it was just crazy and mind-blowing. So a lot of people are still in that cocoon and getting ready for that flight. And we have to heal ourselves. We are. And the problem with the empaths is you were broken trying to heal and fix everyone else. That's the real problem that it comes down to with empaths. Because I was the same way, right? I'm a healer. I'm on this planet. I can feel others' pain. And I want to help. So for so long, I was trying to assist others and help. I was at a good place. So I was only harming the ones that I was trying to help or getting in the way of their lessons, and they just got them later. So we need to start with ourselves. Once you heal yourself, you'll heal every person and activate every person that you come into contact with. So this is about healing and activating ourselves fully before we step into that service call. Amanda Malott. And I love them. I'm just going to show you the cards now. I usually don't, but it's pretty. Self-employment. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. In my reality, as someone who teaches, I really pushed into that teacher role. Like, I was never ready for it, and I would always try to get out of it, but I've been pushed back into that role. As someone who teaches, in my dream reality, everyone is just healthy and happy. And right now, the light workers are the healers, and you can really use that to unplug. I teach Reiki, and I used Reiki as a way to unplug from a job that I hated. Like, I made good money at it, but it was very unspiritually fulfilling. You know what I mean? It was just very mundane to me, going through the motions. And now I love my job. I can help people. I can heal people. And it's an even energy exchange. It's beneficial to both parties, and it's amazing. I'm always telling everyone they should be using their healing abilities to unplug in whatever way. Classes for sure, assistance with that. I'm always trying to unplug everyone I can from the matrix, like everyone. Like the second I come into this house and I'm with my boyfriend and he does all this creative stuff, in a minute I'm sitting there like, okay, well, let's unplug you with your creative abilities and your creative gifts. We're gonna have to get back to our spiritual abilities. And I'm sorry, energy is currency. That's why they kind of give you money for your work and things like that. Energy is the real currency around here. And we're light workers. We have a different type of energy. Mel Smith. Rest. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. And it's the theme of the week. You guys should be resting. You guys should be eating a ton of high vibration food. We know that when we have lunar energies that you can't sleep good, it messes up and disturbs our REM cycles. You guys see what literally the moon does to the ocean with the tides in a literal type of way. So, like, literally, you guys should know that it really affects our bodies because we're made of almost all water. So we can't sleep good with these lunar type of storms. So you guys should be resting a lot this week. Tons of high vibe food, too. You'll handle the storm a lot better when it comes if you guys rest up for it. Dion Dyson. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart desire. It's time to take action and control over our lives. I really hate the people that like to play the victim mentality because we are in control of everything that we're creating, whether it's negative or bad, negative or good, right? We have to be in control of our vibration, and then we can change the experiences. So if you don't like your current reality, you need to adjust and recalibrate your vibration, and then you'll change everything that you're attracting to you. The problem is that you can't raise your vibrational frequency overnight. It's a process. That's why I have people doing energy work and detoxing. But we're going up every day in frequency because the whole planet is. So even the ones that are still at a real low frequency, these energies are taking them up as well too. Jenny Julia. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. I always say that the universe gets very bored easily. So when you're doing the prison planet 9 to 5 life and the American dream, there's nothing that bores the universe more than this. that is something the universe has already experienced. The universe is here to experience consciousness through us, and we have free will to make things interesting, because otherwise it would just be the will of God. And since we have free will, we can kind of be powerful co-creators, and it makes things more interesting here. I always say the universe loves to learn and play school, right? I'm playing school right now, and I'm playing teacher, and the universe loves it. It aligns with it. It loves to learn and have new experiences. So I always say that your houses are like your prison cell. That's your paradigm. That is your prison cell that you need to get out of. Yes, you're stuck in that reality with the constraints that you have placed on it included. So you guys should get out and travel and go to places you've never been. Even if it's a park in a town near you, somewhere you've never been. Get out and do something. Go somewhere you've never seen, and it will move the energy crazy in your life. Janine Breckton. As I fix the radio, because we have music being made here. Or you'll hear singing the whole time. Okay, good. You'll hear singing downstairs the whole time. Okay, Janine, mother healing. Here. Mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of mother and father issues here. Like, we might have an issue. If you have parent issues, like if you have an issue with your father, like I had kind of parent issues, then you might have a problem with your own masculine energy if you have an issue with your father. Or if you have an issue with your mother, you might have your own issues with that feminine energy. And right now, we're seeing a rising up of that feminine energy. For so long, it was kept kind of confined and constricted in these places, and we're coming back into balance with both energies in unison. Work more on that feminine energy, and you know, I'm amazing for that. I always vibe with the divine feminine. I like to have like 90%, you know, empowered women around me, and it's very powerful. So align with the divine feminine. You're gonna find power in manifesting in those places. When I'm doing like huge projects like our castle retreat, don't forget about that on my website, that we're doing in March. I need to have the manifestors around me. I need to have that feminine energy to assist me. Oliveria Volovak. Morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Affirmations are amazing. You can use them. Like if you, people that are sick, they usually tell people I'm sick all the time, and they reinforce that. Instead of doing that, you should be thinking I am healthy. My body is healthy. Like if you have like dental problems, be thinking my teeth are healthy. If you're having problems with money, instead of saying you're broke, be like, everything I have, you know, in my house has value. I am always attracting money to me. Start to reprogram any negative thoughts with positive ones. It takes a lot to reprogram your mind. I was trying to explain that step to my boyfriend next, that he has a lot of reprogramming to do, and it just takes practice because, you know, I had so much negative thinking patterns just from growing up in America in those kind of places. I had a lot of really negative thinking patterns, and it took me a while to restructure my thought process. It just takes a lot of practice, more practice with your thoughts. If you have negative thoughts, snap back to where you are. You're supposed to be manifesting, and your thoughts are creating your reality. So if we have those negative thinking patterns, it's just going to keep us in a place we don't like. Jessica Parrish. Make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. I had to say this because I've hung out with so many spiritual people like that I've met on this journey, part of our consciousness group off of Facebook, and sometimes we'll just be hanging out and not really doing a lot. Like when I hung out with Sherry, we were just kind of chilling outside, and you don't even understand how spiritual that interaction is. It might look like, you know, on the surface we're just hanging out and we're just learning here, but it's very spiritual to have so many people on this feed right here that are light workers from all over the planet, and everyone is coming together with something in common. We're from the same consciousness group, or you wouldn't even be here watching this. You would have turned this feed off. So it's very powerful, that in itself, the spiritual connections that we're drawing back to us with our vibrations. It is magic. Marcelli Balee. Playtime. It's something I say humans forgot how to do. We forgot how to play. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. We need to play more. I'm sorry, the universe does not want to be miserable. It wants to be having fun. We're actually going to be like children of the universe and things that we become very judgmental as we're older about how things are and how they should be. We need to look at the world and just kind of go with the flow like a child would again. Dolphins were considered angels in Atlantis. They were brought here from space, I believe from Sirius, I'm not really sure, but they were for sure brought here from space, and they actually heal the water. They are very powerful telepathically as well. A lot of people can telepathy the dolphins. They were regarded very highly in Atlantean times. Lisa Marie. Make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive. Listen to your intuition and make a decision. We need to follow that internal compass right now. The people that are listening to the news, outside of themselves, their friends or family, the news doesn't matter. That's badly. You know your situation better than anyone. You need to strengthen that internal compass. Intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. So really work at following your intuition. That is your soul guiding you. Alicia Smith. More detoxing. I have a nice vitamin list. You guys can come find me if you need it. It's on this page somewhere. I'm always posting it in my group, so come hit me up if you need a vitamin list. I'll give you the link. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you love and care. Receive without guilt or apologies. We need to be in this flow of giving and receiving, and people forget that. People tend to think I'm broke, I'm not receiving, I need to give. Just be flowing more and more. Be open to receiving as well. A lot of people that are like huge empaths have a real problem with receiving. They just want to give, and that's the problem with their relationships that they cry about a lot of the time, because they're just pouring out their love and their energy and it's not being reciprocated. So we need even exchanges with our energy. We need to let go of relationships that are one-sided or energy vortexes just draining us. We need to be about even exchanges, especially with our relationships. Tori Kirkland. Yes, more water. Headaches are a sign of dehydration. It sounds crazy. I know we're drinking a ton of water. Your body is being upgraded. And water is an energy conductor, and we're absorbing all of these energies. More water. Tori. Helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. Someone is seeking you. Me and Brittany say that we're summoners and we can summon you guys. I can just think of you telepathically and you'll come find me. Someone is trying to summon you. Alicia Smith. Hit my business page inbox if you need the vitamin list too, and I'll just cut and paste the link to you. So Alicia, hit my business page inbox. Positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations. Avoid negativity. I have to explain that. I'm really good at that now. That I like to be around certain people. I like to be around the light workers, the healers, the people that are awake. I was explaining that a lot of people that are empaths in bad relationships, because they're being drained by their partner, they tend to be very draining to be around, realizing it energetically because of the energy lossage dynamics. And I tend to stay with the awakened healers and light workers because then I can vibe a lot higher. We only need one other person to vibe off of ever. And so I'm all about really high vibe energy exchanges. It can make me very drained to be out in the matrix a lot, to be around a lot of negative energies. I'm going to be picking it up, and I tend to hit energy overload. So I tend to stay in my own little spaces, you know, quarantine to better protect my energy. Jen Provost. Waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you. We're getting ready to get back to our original templates of abundance. You know, this is what this place is about. It's all about love and manifesting and abundance. And for so long, you know, those dynamics were kept hidden from us. And now that we understand who we are and what we should be doing here, we're getting ready to change everything. And like I said, it starts on an energetic level. first. That's where these changes are going to occur. So if you're looking for, you know, changes in your situation, you need to go within and work on your energy more. Nell. More energy work, more deep energy is much better. We can really help this process a lot and make it a lot easier on ourselves too. Watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, what we let go of fear. That's what the native spiritual feeds on. Everyone just let fear go. Oh my God, it would be like a totally different world overnight, right? So many people have these fears, but if you really think back to your life, you experienced pretty much all of your fears and saw them play out on real levels. So we were asleep and we created our fears over and over again. At this point, you know, you didn't die. You're still here. We're healing at this space. You guys should just let go of fear and focus on your dreams, because this is a manifest reality, and anything you're thinking about or focusing on is going to play out. So start to let go of your fears and start to daydream about what you actually want. Catherine Garland. Treasure chest. An unseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. It's like the theme of our movements. And we say the hella cash everywhere too, just to put out real crazy vibes. I'm always putting crazy energy out. But we're putting out crazy vibes for hella cash, for all the star seeds. It's something we're working on. More abundance for the light workers. Because just as you know, is fundraising for their causes, we need to have everyone on their missions and take care. So we're definitely putting out crazy vibes, and things are going to change. You can notice if you look around, the Earth's going through some crazy changes just like we are, and it's just going to be mind-blowing where we're headed with our human bodies and what they will be capable of once we're in much higher frequencies. So we're raising up daily in vibration, and it's going to be mind-blowing what humans are going to be capable of. Alicia Suarez. Father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to the universe. And we need to really heal these feminine and masculine energies within us. I always noticed in a lot of countries there's an overbalance of masculine energy. In the United Kingdom, when I was in Germany, there was a lot of overbalance of those masculine energies within the feminine as well. We need to become more balanced within ourselves. So work on healing any kind of, male-related issues, how you view the male, the opposite sex. Sharon Dodd. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make a change. It's a great time to make a change. When we let go, we shift realities. It's a good time to let go of what's holding you down. The people around you, mainly people from past lessons. You need to become lighter in this process so that we can ascend a lot faster. A lot of the times the people around us are holding us back. Take an inventory of your life. It's a great time to make a change. Make space. Get rid of some people. Go purge your friend list. Get rid of some of the people, that aren't so good for your energy. Patty Terjark. You're working on friendship. Make a date for a play. Play with one of your friends. And that's what we need to do. We need to play more. I just made a play date. Me and Sherry are going to Stonehenge, and we're going to be going and doing a live video there and hanging out and spending the night. And I'm real excited about doing that in a few weeks. We'll do a fun feed. And I'm going to go play with my friends because we forgot how to play, like I said. We need to go have new fun experiences, go to places we haven't been, and just to have more fun. We're making amazing spiritual connections. A lot of our past friendships were very superficial, very 3D based, with no connection, more like, work friends, this in common. We're getting back to deep spiritual connections around us. So hang out with more spiritually like-minded people and have more fun experiences. Stacy Veld. Protection. I just did a whole video on protection this morning, a few minutes ago, in my 420 group. So make sure you guys Google Sparks of Divine Light Healing and add the 2 groups I have, because I stream from there too, and it was a pretty good video on how you guys can protect your house and keep negative entities away from you, period. And it was an amazing feat. Go find it and check it out. It's probably right at the top of the group wall. So just search for the Sparks of Divine Light Healing groups. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by the universe. We're protected beyond belief. But it helps a lot more when we're using our free will. So we can say, I put a lot of really good tips in there, like how to keep your house cleansed and purified using the violet flame and using free will energetic. Make sure you check it out. Because as these energies are escalating, the negative is going to keep being purged to the surface and released, and it has to go somewhere. And as healers, it's going to come to us. Usually we attract the broken, the hurt, the dark to us because we're healers. Wait, I did you. Tanya M. Pinner. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And that's so true. That especially with this, planet going direct on Thursday, a lot of your past is going to be surfacing. We're meant to heal these things. We have too much guilt. It's the worst chakra issue ever is with the sacral right now, which is your life force energy or your, seat of your chi energy. And we have so much guilt going on with all the religious constructs and programming and making people feel bad. Let go of that. Anything you've been through is an experience. It was just a lesson to turn you into who you are now. This is not about any of the lessons you've had. It's about who you are right now in this space. So let go of your past. Heal it. If it's coming up, or if you're thinking of past lessons, it is surfacing for you to heal. We have to stop ignoring this stuff, and we have to bring it to the surface, and we have to heal and release it through this journey. Olivia Volovec. Can't say it. Divine timing. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. When I walked into this house, I had to say to my boyfriend, do you believe in miracles? He can explain away anything spiritual though, right? The most obvious thing spiritual he will try to explain away. So I said, do you believe in miracles? Because I said, with me here, you're getting ready to see some. I'll just let you know ahead of time that with me in this house, you're definitely getting ready to see some. So you guys need to be expecting miracles for your situation. We give the dark far too much power and the light not enough credit for what it's capable of. It's one and the same energy. It's all one and the same energy. There is only one energy. It's all divine in nature. So we need to expect and be more open-minded to our situations and what the universe is capable of. Because in my world, none of this right here would have even been possible. I had to really unlimit and understand that the universe is capable of much more than my mind could ever conceive of. It's just so powerful in everything. So you guys need to be putting out vibrations for what you want, and the universe will make it happen. We forget that we're starseeds on a mission, and the entire universe has a vested interest in what we're doing right now. Mel Smith. You're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results. And that's the thing. The universe is in the unseen, guiding us and helping us with everything that we're going through. And like I said, the universe can move mountains at the drop of a hat when it feels compelled to. We need to have more faith in the universe and what it's capable of. Everyone thinks this is so chaotic and out of order here. But that is the order in this place, that infinite energy. It keeps everything organized, all these lessons occurring in one place simultaneously. This matrix is a good example of transcending time, because we have many experiences playing out simultaneously that were past and future in the same place. And it really is a good example of that. Linda Rome. Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. I'm going to tell you that when everything was crashing in around me, right before I was leaving from California, like it was definitely time to go, everything just started crumbling really fast. And it would feel like, maybe I wasn't on the right path, but you wouldn't believe the amount of number codes and synchronicities I was getting. Like, I had 144 notifications on Facebook, and every time I clicked on it, it resets the number. I had that happen like almost 10 times in one night when I logged on my phone, and it was so mind-blowing. So you're getting guided. Like, I had a friend come to me this morning who just crashed his car, and he says, look, am I on the right path? It might not, it feels like I'm not, but I'm getting all these number codes. Yes, you are. It can feel like you're not. But I'm telling you, the universe is sending you signs that you're on the right path and you're right where you should be. Everyone is always where they should be. Tara Burgess. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So many people start to manifest and it's not happening fast enough. You're not understanding that all of creation begins with your mind. It starts with a thought. It puts out a vibration and it turns into our physical reality. And it can take time to materialize things in the form of a thought into the physical, especially if they're big manifestations. Stay positive, stay optimistic. Only good things are coming for humanity. We're leaving those dark spaces. We're raising our vibration daily and we're coming into more and more light, and our bodies are able to hold more and more light and energy too. You'll notice if you take those detox vitamins, you'll have way more energy and it will really help you raise your vibration a lot faster. Let's see. Stacy Veld. Soulmate relationship. New romance with a spiral basis is here for you now. I always ask everyone, where's your love life at? Because everyone is getting ready for that ultimate love. If you're not already in a relationship, that's amazing, you're about to be. So a lot of people are kind of going through these transitions, and this year especially, a lot of relationships are going to be ending because they are not who you are anymore. A lot of you guys got in these relationships while you were asleep. You were not your authentic self, and that person fell in love with your ego personality. And now as you're awakening and coming back into who you are, your path, your timeline is becoming outdated. It is no longer a good reflection of who you are. It's more of a reflection of who you used to be. So we need to let go of any karmic relationships to move into those soulmate unions. So take a good look at your relationship. I'm not really sure where you're at. Take a good assessment of what's going on with it. And remember, like I said, the whole planet's feeling these energies. And it can feel like, we have two groups of people here, one that's awake, one that's asleep, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The energy's hitting everyone and upgrading them, and everyone is going to collide in the same place for this ultimate kind of timeline merger. So we have very different paths, but trust me, they're leading to the same spaces. Mary Ann House. Tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulging in much needed self-care. And like I said, that's a huge theme, is self-care and self-healing right now. We just moved into the most archetype sign astrologically for the entire year with Virgo. This is the best time to focus on healing right now. Lori Brothers. Healing heart. It's so crazy. I was just going to say something about the heart chakra too. I'll put it here. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. We're going to liberate through our heart chakras. And like I said, I'm in an amazing place in the United Kingdom because I'm right over here by the most powerful ley lines on the planet. It's like the human body that pumps out all the blood to the body. It's no different with the earth. So I'm around some very powerful heart chakra frequencies, and I had to come here to heal my own heart chakra, I said, on my journey. I was in California, and I was working on purging out any fear I had left and working on grounding in my root chakra, and now I've moved continents and I'm over here and I'm really in a good space to work on your heart chakra. Everyone needs to work on their heart chakra a lot more. That is going to be kind of the key to your past lives as well. So keep working on your heart chakra. Patty Tajark. A new dawn. The worst is now behind you, and a positive new experiences are on the horizon, and that's where we are at. We had a lot of negative experiences so that we could understand ourselves, so that we could go through this process and conquer our own darkness. And now that we came into the light, we're only going to be attracting much better and way better and better circumstances to our situations. good things are coming. I know they want to tell you that, you know, doomsday is coming and the apocalypse and oh my God and Armageddon or whatever. But trust me, only amazing things are coming. Let go of any fear about your future. A lot of people don't have confidence in the universe. They have lost their faith in times like this. A lot of people have lost their faith. They really have. And I have to remind people that if you can't trust the universe, have faith in yourself, that you planned out your entire life plan. And by the way, it's meant to be a love story. Everyone's. At some point, it's supposed to be like the ultimate love story, hero's journey, where you go from that victim to the hero and you have some epic love story, just to clue you in. So a lot of people don't have faith in the universe, but have faith in yourself. You planned out every lesson and every detail of your life, and you would have not gone through this hard stuff if it wasn't for love, ultimately. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. LA Arts and Crafts. This is like my favorite picture I just saw so far too. I love it. I'm into the mermaid themes. They had real mermaids in other past places, so I'm real connected to those elemental kind of energies and ideas. Pay attention. Notice repetitive signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. I had a dream the other night, and if you have a dream, you know, you can go Google it, and it's all about symbolism, right? You might dream about something and it has totally different meaning. It's like that here too, where the universe is always consciousness is always trying to communicate with us through the things that we're seeing around us, number codes, symbolism, things like that. Pay attention to your surroundings. I'm going to let you guys go on that note. I'm kind of doing today, but I'm going to be hitting my site from the weekend, so I'll be working on there and doing activations and attunements, and I'll be back for Akashic readings tomorrow. So hit my website up or my business page if you need me or that vitamin list. Have a really high vibe day, and I'll be back again tomorrow to do that global meditation. It'll be pretty epic and amazing. I'm real excited about it. Love and light.